All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Gals with No Filter. I'm Steph.
I'm Des.
And
I'm nervous.
yeah, this is our second video doing video. The second video doing video. There is our second episode doing as a video for the podcast. So we're still nervous. I don't know. It feels like the first time every time. I feel like the longer we take to make these episodes, the longer it feels like kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, because our audios, we kind of get into it kind of fast.
Yeah.
But I think it's because no one can see us.
Yeah. Sure.
But you're here.
All right, guys. But lately we've been going on a lot of dates. Well, dates. That's what she likes to call them.
Well, I didn't mean to.
But why do you call them that?
It's because I was trying to write on our cute little coffee logo that we got from the cup, and I meant to put date. I meant to put dates day or date day, but I ended up putting dates day. So now we call them dates day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but for me, so many for me, I love being at home unless it's like a trip. I get anxious to go outside sometimes, but after all these dates, I love them. I like that I just need to know a day beforehand, so that way I can recharge and not go hard the night before, because I know myself.
True.
I'll be like, yeah, let's get fucked up the night before, and then I'm like, oh, I can't do this, I can't go. But yeah, we went to the Mexican Grill out yesterday. That one was pretty fun. I like that spot. That spot was pretty cool. It had a lot of choices.
No, I liked it. The food was good, too good.
They had an outdoor patio. We got some drinks, and then we got nachos. I got a burrito, and then some drinks. And then
it wasn't packed either, which was nice.
Yeah, we've also went to Applebee's yesterday. And then we went to a cafe as well down the street, which is 15 minutes. We walked there. It was pretty good. I liked my drink. I ended up ordering 2.
I loved my drink. I wish I got another one, but
mine was a euphoric feeling. It was like those drinks that are have nothing but organic teas and hemp and what is it, lion's mane. It has ashwagandha, all the chill ingredients. I took 2 and I was like, damn, I'm lit. So when I was walking, I was like, I wish I drove here.
But it was nice though, because we went early. I wanted to go at 10:30, but you woke up early way before they even opened. And
yeah, because I was like, if we go later, that shit's gonna fucking be hot as fuck walking. Because here in Northridge, it gets stupid hot. By 11, if you're lucky, by 2, it gets 95.
Yeah, I didn't really think that through. I was just trying to give us sleep.
Yeah.
But it felt good. Walking there was good. I think we barely missed the heat when we came back. It started getting hot once we were
a block away. Yeah.
Once we're almost here, I took off my jacket. I was like, oh, it's hot. But it was good. It was fun.
No, yeah. And then when we went to Applebee's, the lady was actually pretty nice. I told Destiny the whole time, I was like, watch this. I was like, she speaks Spanish. I was like, I can hear it in her accent. Mm-hmm. And I was like, if she speaks Spanish, I was like, she's gonna hook us up and she's gonna give us free shit. Tell me why we didn't like our drinks, and I told her they felt like they were watered down, and she ended up switching our drinks and then giving us a discount. She took them off and then just charged us for the drinks that we had originally got. She's like, if you want something stronger, she's like, I recommend this. She's like, so she knew what we're there for.
Yeah. And
she was really sweet, but she ended up putting chicken on Destiny's food, and Destiny's vegetarian, so we're just she's like, I'm so sorry, that was my fault. And when she found out that they brought the chicken on the pasta, she fucking ran. It looked like she was speed walking, those Olympics.
She was so sweet.
She was like, yeah, that little and I was like, damn, she's fucking running. And she ended up fixing it, and she was really sweet. And then we told her we were vegetarian, so she's like, oh, there's a place that's really good in Burbank, telling us about it, mostly her. And then after we were done with our fries, she took our plates and she's like, I see you guys are not done with the fries. She's like, do you want more fries? She told Dustin, she said, you want more fries?
I was grabbing over to get fries from her plate.
Yeah. She's like, I'll bring you more free fries. And she didn't charge us for that. And then she also was saying, I was like, oh, I like grilled onions. And she's like, oh, my boss is going to have a problem with that. I was like, for grilled onions? She's like, yeah, we have to charge more. And I was like, that's fine. She's like, no. She's like, I'm not going to charge you for it. That's what I'm saying. When you know your raza and you know your people and, Mexican heritage.
And you were being nice to her.
Yeah, hell yeah. I want to make her job easier too. Just speak to her in Spanish and just get along with her. So she was pretty cool. And then
those fries were good. Those extra fries she got, I ate them today for breakfast.
yeah, they were good. And then she was really chill. And then at the end, I told her, I was like, dude, you look like that lady from this show that I watched. She got 2 guns. She'd be like, blah, 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 blah. I was like, she's badass. And she was laughing. She's like, oh, thank you. She could have been my mom. But the looks of it, she could have been my mom. But she looked young. If I was, like, mistaken, I feel like she could have came from, like, Puerto Rico or Colombia.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
No, she was sweet. I want to go back just to see her.
I'm like, no, there's a girl in here that I want as my waitress. There's places I've been like that I've gone to, and I was like, no. I was like, is she working? I want her to sit me there. And then they do.
Yeah, I want her again. That'd be cool, pretty cool.
And then in other news, we finally used our pool downstairs.
Give a clap.
Well, we didn't technically get in it, but we used it because we used it last time and we were like, oh, this felt good, like going to the pool and like taking our drink and stuff like that. So I was like, well, you told me, you're like, we should go downstairs. And I was like, okay, well, we can't technically get in the pool because of our tattoos. But we went down. I took the switch last time. She took the switch this time. And then we got tequila, 100% agave. And then, yeah, it was pretty relaxing. I like this alcohol. We normally get beer or like wine, but actually this tequila was pretty good.
It is.
That was like worth it for what we paid for. And like we finished like half the bottle a day.
Yeah.
Unless we're being crazy for the night and then we finish the whole thing.
Yeah, that's happened. But I really like this one. And I really like going to the pool because I've been telling her I want to go really bad like the whole summer. And finally, it's like the end of July. And we finally went. But now I think we've gone. Now I feel like we might want to go a little more. Just because now we kind of got it over with. Yeah. But I like it. It's fun. We haven't seen anyone there. Hopefully never.
Because everybody's gone. Everybody leaves in the apartments because it's mostly for school. Everybody leaves and they go to like their parents' house and like they can come back. Because we know when everybody's gone because when the parking lot's empty, we know. That's when we fucking know.
True.
Another thing. Our weekend. How was our weekend this past weekend? I know we played Nintendo Sports with your Theo and your uncle.
Oh my God.
I mean, your Theo and your uncle. Your Tia and your Theo.
That was so fun. They got Switch Sports. And then we were playing and we like joined the same party. So we were playing at the same time. And we started with tennis, which I feel like we shouldn't have started with tennis because it got them like exhausted. But oh my God, it was fun.
No, not gonna lie, they were actually pretty good. I was surprised. Your uncle was good at, what is it, badminton?
Badminton?
Yeah, he was good at that. We were like, blah, blah.
He was way too good. I was like, oh my God. He was doing good.
I was looking nervous. I was nervous as fuck. They were doing good in golf too.
Yeah, we did golf. My Thea was doing pretty good. My uncle was like stuck in the back and he was like in the trees.
He's like, how do you move?
But I don't know, that it was just so fun. And now they know like how tiring it is. Unless you play like Switch Sports, it doesn't seem like you get tiring. But until you're playing, we play for like 2 hours sometimes.
Yeah. On Friday nights or Saturday nights.
Yeah, and you get tired. It gets hot. We turn the AC on. But it was a lot of fun. We had like the cameras up so we can see each other. And then when we played bowling, we can see like the little characters on the screen. It was cool.
Okay, my opinion. Well, not my opinion. My question to you. Restaurants. Why are people so quick to judge where you go to eat? Like for me, that gives me the ick. Like it's like, I don't know, it's rough. Like, it's rough out here. Like, it's fucking expensive, but it's like, it's a thought that counts. Like, I don't care if I'm being taken out. Like, I don't care. Like, yes, it's once a week of dating nights. Well, one day out of the week.
1 week of date nights. I mean, I don't care.
no, like one day out of the week, somewhere chill, nothing expensive. And then the next day could be like something more elegant. But dates, but do it because you want to, not because like, oh, I got to take her out. Like, no, do it because you want to have a good time. But it's always, to me, it's like, it doesn't matter how much money you have. It's like depending on how you interact with the person on the date night.
I agree with that.
But like, I don't get it because there's like this list going around on TikTok saying like, oh, I would never go to Applebee's. I would never go to Cheesecake Factory.
For a date.
But it's like, girl, it's a first date. What do you expect? You want to be fucking taken to Javier's? You got to fucking reach that level. Javier's is a nice fucking restaurant. But you got to reach that level. Like, it doesn't matter if they're taking you to fucking Denny's, IHOP. It doesn't matter.
I would have still vibed if we went to Denny's.
Yeah, it's the first fucking date. Like, be like, you got to work your way up there. What makes you think just because you get to come into the relationship,
Yeah.
like, oh, you're going to get this right away. You got to work for that shit. Like, build trust. Like, what's your
like,
perspective on that?
I don't think it really matters where you take someone on the first date. At least for me. Because, like, if we're talking about, like, first date, you're mainly trying to get to know each other and see the vibe.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you take them to an expensive restaurant,
they're going to expect that every time.
They're going to expect that every time or assume, oh, they have money. We're never going to go to, like, a small place. We're always going to go somewhere fancy. They're going to buy me all this stuff. And maybe some people do that on the first date. And, like, maybe they spend all their money on that to make it, like, a cute thing. But I don't care. For me, we could have went to Denny's and I would have vibed.
Like, for me,
pancakes.
I'm a minimalist. Like, I don't give a fuck where you take me out. Like, I don't give a fuck. As long as you're taking me out, that means the most to me. Like, you're putting the effort, putting in the thought. And I just think it's like, now with society, now everybody's like, oh, I'm bougie. I got taken out to this good restaurant. Like, yeah, have your standards high and, like, have people meet those expectations of your standards. But at the same time, it's like, you don't know what that person's going through. Like, that's why you gotta talk it out. Like, don't expect so much. Like, just wait.
Yeah. I think it's true.
I'm so glossy.
I mean, I had fun on our first date. I think it was fun.
Yeah,
our first date was fun. You could have took me anywhere, and I would have loved it. I think it still would have been fun.
Yeah.
But the way you did our first date, to where, like, when we were drinking wine, I feel like it was, like, a good little... Not really icebreaker because we didn't really talk, but the Jenga.
Wine helps, yeah.
The wine, and then we had Jenga. So it wasn't just like a silence. It's kind of like we can talk about the game. Yeah. And kind of like joke around.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah. I don't think you have to go somewhere expensive.
Nah, that's just if you're just being a high maintenance bitch, then maybe you should just date yourself until you find somebody.
Take yourself to an expensive restaurant.
So, something I forgot to mention. When we did go to the pool, there was a bee I seen. Really? To me, it was very fascinating. I don't know. I get very distracted when it comes to, like, bugs or, like, trees or, like, just, I don't know. That's just me. But I ended up, you were playing on the Switch, and I gave the bee a little drop. I was like, do you think it... I love animals. Don't get me wrong. I love animals. I do. But I was like, it was a scientific theory, scientific method, scientific
You're trying to get a
research.
hypothesis.
Exactly.
It's a big word for animal.
Yes. So I was just like, what if I give it a little drop of tequila? Like, maybe, like, what if it, like, does it get drunk? And then it ended up going in circles. It was going in circles. And then after that, I was just, like, staring at it. And I was like, it's fine. Yeah. But then you looked it up. I was like, can bees get drunk off tequila? And then you looked it up, and it said it was either injured, sick, or it's on its last day of life. And
if its back legs gave out, yeah.
I was
his
like,
back legs were.
His back legs were given out. So I was like, damn. I was like, well, he was already on the ground. He wasn't flying anywhere. So I was like,
we may have just helped him have his last party.
That's literally one thing. I gave him his last day. He was lit as fuck. I picked him up.
He saw things in the sky. He rolled around a bit.
He was living his best life. Like, if you guys ever seen the Bee Movie, like, maybe he was out pollinating. Maybe he was out. He's like, fuck this. I got to be back by 6 or by 8. I'm just going to have a good time, live my life on this balcony or this pool. You don't know.
He didn't even have to pay rent.
Stupid.
But yeah, that bee was cute. I was scared of it, though. I don't like bugs.
Yeah, she doesn't like bugs.
But then you were like, let me bring it to the table. And then she brought it, and she put it on our little table next to us. And I kind of just had a vibe with the dying bee.
Okay, so okay. Next topic. We went to go watch a movie this weekend. It's called I Know What You Did Last Summer. Mm-hmm. If you guys haven't seen the first couple, or it's just one, right? Or is it 2?
I think there's 2. Because there's I Know What You Did Last Summer, and there's, what is it?
I don't know.
It's something. It's like an extra word or 2.
Yeah. If you guys have to go watch those last 2 to get caught up on this one. But this one was good. What would you rate it from 1 to 10?
Oh, I forgot what I rated it, but looking back, probably 7.5, 8.
I gave it a 7.5, but since they had the Maria song, I gave it an 8.
Oh yeah, you love that.
Yeah.
I think it was good. Do you want me to say some stuff about it, or you want?
Yeah. What's your perspectives on it? What do you think they could have done better? What do you think they could have? I loved it when they brought Prince. What's his name?
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie Prinze Jr.'s wife out, and she reenacted that scene. I thought she was so good, like her attitude and everything. And I was just like,
she was sassy.
Yeah, and I was like, I could see why he kind of like in love with her. Like she's like a princess, like girly / like wife
but
material.
Can be mean if she needs to.
Like yeah, that's what I loved about her scene. I think she did it really good. The only thing I didn't like was Freddie Prinze Jr., where he like I get it like when celebrities come back to movies, certain franchise, and they'll be like they try to act more than they did in the previous movies, and they just try to be like, I've been through this shit. Like, I was here. Like, you don't know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't know. I feel like they put their ego higher into the movies like that. And I didn't like that about his performance a little bit towards the end. But overall...
But maybe they wrote his character like that. I can't tell if that's what he put in it or they put that in the script. Because they put, like, how your facial expressions are, your
some of his facial
language.
Expressions, when I've noticed, is that they were like the same facial expressions from Scooby-Doo when he would get upset.
Yeah.
So when he get upset,
it might be him then.
He'll be like, this, and he'd turn his head a certain way, and I'm like, dude, that's Scooby-Doo.
Oh, that might be him then, because you can't really rewrite that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked when they brought his wife back. That scene was cool. Like when she came, even though it was just like, hopefully you saw it while I'm saying this, but it was just like a dream sequence, basically. Yeah. But I don't know, the way she was just like there, and then she like turned around. And like, I don't know. She was giving off this like so much attitude. One person
I didn't like how their acting was the girl, the lesbian girl making out with the other girl in the bathroom. I didn't like her acting. It was too much for me. It was it was giving me pick me vibes.
You know what's funny? When we were watching that, she's from the movie Bodies, Bodies, Bodies that we watched. Yeah. And she was annoying in there too. And I thought it was just the character. Turns out it's her.
Her acting.
It's her. It has to be. There's no way.
I didn't like her acting in this one. It was more like pick me vibes.
And it didn't fit. She doesn't have, I feel like, that much. I mean, I don't even act. But
you're in the film industry, so
I don't think she has that many facial expressions. Like, there's like the same ones I saw in Bodies, 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 where she barely even had any lines. She put the same ones in that movie. Like, she did a good scream. Like, when she screamed, like, they're good, but I don't know, like, she was sad. She can cry on cue. But, like, it wasn't that good. Madeline Klein was hilarious, though.
Yeah.
The blonde one?
Yeah.
I don't like her as a person.
But she was, like, the preppy one. She was, like, imitating Freddie Prinze Jr.'s wife in the last movie. So I could see where they were matching the characters.
Yeah.
From the last movie and their face.
I thought that was fun. She had some kind of funny lines that were in there, like random things. Yeah. You can tell they had someone on the script team that was younger by the way they were talking. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
Like, bro.
Yeah. Or
like that guy, like that. The husband, the ex-husband. Yeah.
Yeah, or there were certain things at the end where they were talking and they were like, should we kill her? And she was like, no. Maybe. It was something like that to where it felt like that's only something we would say, like joking about it, being like, should we kill her?
Yeah, it was a lot very Gen Z.
Yeah, but it wasn't too much. I feel like if they would have did a little more, it would have hit that
too much
cringy line. But I loved it. They're just small things.
I liked it. I'd watch it again.
The camera was shaky though.
Yeah,
you brought that up.
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is operating this camera? I was like, this shit's like shaky. It's like,
because like sometimes they do that to like match the mood, but they were just talking. I don't think you needed that shaky unless they're like running. Sometimes it can be fun shaky, but that's what ruined the whole percentage.
Yeah. Okay, another question for you. What was the last thing that made you laugh?
The last thing that made me laugh?
Hard. I have mine on here.
The last thing that made me laugh?
Hard. Yeah.
I feel like it was at the pool. I was laughing
today
for a while. Yeah.
Oh, you're always laughing with me.
Oh, I know. She's really funny. The only thing I think of quick without like thinking too long is when you say the little baby girl song.
Baby girl.
When she says that.
I say a lot of things lately. I've been saying a lot of stupid things like that song from TikTok. It goes, baby girl. Or like from Incredibles, it'll be like, cookie. And when he's like trying to get fucking Dash. No, not Dash. What's that baby? What's the baby's name? Jack to like control his powers, and he's just shaking the cookie around and he'd be like, cookie. Yeah, I don't know why.
That's been making me laugh lately, like a lot.
For me, what made me laugh, like the hardest, because for me, I love when we laugh together because we could be anywhere in the apartment, but if we're laughing, like for me, it's like a core memory it locks in because I'm like, we're laughing at like the stupidest shit and like we're in our apartment and we're just laughing and having a moment. So I love those moments. Like,
we have those a lot, actually.
Yeah. So I store those in my head. But for me, I would say the last time we laughed when you were like, babe, I was like, you were like, they will burn you at the stake. Tell them why you said that shit.
That was last night.
It's because she knows I'm spiritual and witchy. So we'll like tell them.
You want me to tell them the full story?
Yeah.
Okay. We were in the bathroom yesterday, and her boobs were out. And that was how it started. I saw them. You wanted me to tell this full story. I saw how big they were. And I was doing a little lifty lift, seeing how they look. And I squished them together. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God, if you were from like the olden days and they saw your boobs, they would have burned you at the stake.
I'm sorry, but that shit made me laugh so hard. I don't know why.
I don't know.
She's like, if you were in a corset and they seen your titties, they would have like, burned you. I was like, girl, I was just laughing because I'm into that witchy shit. So the fact that she did a joke like that should have me laughing. She's like, babe, they would have burned you at the stake if you had a corset on. I'm like, yeah, I know, me too. Fuck.
They would have. It was really funny.
I was like, fuck. I was laughing for a while.
I don't know what stuff comes out of my mouth sometimes.
Yeah, I mean,
like it just comes out and then it's funny.
Yeah, me neither. Sometimes I don't
I'm not even trying to be a pick me, but it just happens.
I don't know what the fuck's gonna come out of her mouth sometimes, but it makes me laugh because I'm just like, only a Taurus would say shit like this.
Yeah, like, I don't know. It just happens. Like you would just start laughing and you're like, I don't know what's gonna come out of your mouth. I don't either.
All right, next topic. What I hate. I was thinking about this the other day that we were at the mall and the parking structure, and I was like, we're down a level and your car is at the top and you're trying to figure it out. Like you go down a level, but you see at the top, so you go up and then you see it down and you're like, what the fuck? So when we first moved in here, we had that situation because there's a parking structure here, but it's 3 levels. And those 3 levels, it's 3 levels. So when I first moved here, I was just like, sorry, she's like covering herself smoking. No, but when we passed those 3 levels, I was like, we kept going to B1 and I was like, my car's in B2, but we didn't realize this like months after. And we would have to like, when we go to B1, we had to walk a whole section. And like, oh, there's my car. And then we're like, what the fuck? We go back to B2, coming from B2, trying to go up. And we're like, wasn't there just stairs here? Like, it was just throwing us off. So I feel like, what the fuck do you think about those parking structures?
How did they build those? You think they get confused going down?
I don't know. They know the structure. They made it.
I feel like if I did, I wouldn't. I'd be like, I'll meet you down there. I'd be like, I'm at the 3rd floor. I don't know. It confuses me. Or like sometimes you go into a mall. Do you ever go to a mall and you're parked on the 1st floor? What did I say that sounded like her name?
I don't know, but Alexa needs to shut the fuck up. We're doing a podcast.
I know. Anyways, I swear there's some malls you go to where you park at the floor, and then you end up on the 2nd floor, and then you have to go to the bottom floor.
And you're just going up and down and shit, and you're just like, where the fuck is my car? I see it.
And it's on like the 2nd floor of the mall, but then it's like the 1st level of the parking lot.
At that point, I'm just like, fuck this. I don't care if I get cut by these wires. I'm going through these wires. I'm getting to my car.
It's confusing. Now we got this parking lot we live in here. Because now we just go to the elevator. We have to go up little stairs and then just basically like a straight shot.
It's
almost
right there, straight,
right there.
Yeah.
But before we walked around.
A whole
and we were like, did they take away the stairs?
We were confused for a while. We're like, how are they taking off the stairs and putting them back on? And I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, we figured it out. B2. All the way. B2 up, B2 down.
Yeah, I still click B1 though sometimes. I don't know why.
So remember the time we came back from the gym and we were going to bed? Well, we do this a lot. But I think it's funny that like when we come back from the gym. Like, say if we go early in the morning because we get up like at 5 a.m. because nobody's there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're done 6 and then we go for a walk. But I was like, I think it's funny how, like, after we're done, we come back, we shower, and then we get in bed, we're comfy, and we're like, we're going to go back to bed. Because that was early as fuck as we woke up. So we ended up watching the Animal Channel, and it'll be like, crabs will come here at this island once a year to mate. And then I also said sea turtles. Excuse me, I had a burp. It'll say, like, oh, the mothers of sea turtles will come. And they'll plant their eggs right here in the sand. And then once the babies are ready, they have to find their way to the water and, like, just go through the sand. But it's, like, life or death, because if they end up, like, not making it to the water, they die, because there's seagulls that are going after them while they're walking through the sand, and they just take them. And so it's like you're born, and then you're taken, and then you're fucking dead.
Yeah, and there's one that they showed the camera. He kept making it. He was going, and he made it in the water. But that was so entertaining when we came back.
Yeah, those knock us the fuck out, the fucking Animal Channel.
And I was learning. We were both there just, like, half asleep watching. And I think that was, like, the best way to come back from the gym. Because we didn't know what to watch. And everything just seemed, like, too much to keep us awake. But yeah, I learned a lot. I learned more than school on that.
I learned a lot of shit.
Because I still remember it.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, they crawl. They come here once a year. So I'm just like, oh,
yeah,
shit.
we learned about the butterflies and everything. And, like, how the animals get water.
The peacocks. That's crazy.
That's why they need school.
All right, you ready for the next game? We're going to play a game.
Oh, gosh.
For the next game. We haven't played a game. For the game.
Okay.
You ready?
What's the game?
It's called I Love You, but... You ready?
Kinda.
All right. My first question. My first thing. I love you, but you need to put things back where they go. And by that, I mean Q-tips, your shoes, and your clothes. I mean, I don't mind picking up after you because I'm kind of like a housewife.
Kinda.
I am.
But it's not your job.
It's not my job, but I don't mind because I stay home. She takes care of me.
Not in the summer, though. That's my job still in the summer.
In the summer, that's her job.
That's my job.
But when she's at school, I do everything. I don't mind. I pack her lunch and, like, I do what she needs. But, yeah. Okay? Like, I know you love me and stuff, but you love leaving the cabinets open. Like, she'll go and open something. Look, she's already knows because she's covering her face. I went like this. She loves to open a cabinet, take a plate out, and then leave it open. Or she'll get a spice, she'll open it, take the spice out, leave it open. And it'll stay like that until I go into the kitchen. Or if she goes in the kitchen, she won't move it. She'll leave them like that. She loves having the cabinets open. I don't
mean to. It just happens. I never noticed I did that until you.
It's okay. It's okay. This game isn't bad. It's just like she does this stuff, but it makes her who she is. So it doesn't bug me that much. Okay. I love you, but you got to wake up earlier on the weekdays because I'm ready for the day.
I've been waking up earlier than you,
Well, lately I haven't because I got a marijuana pen and it's been making me sleepy. So if I take 5 hits, it's because I used to smoke a lot. I used to smoke a lot of weed and I smoke like 4 or 5 blunts a day. But then since I moved in with her, I haven't smoked at all. So
even before that, you didn't really. Once I got to know you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like before I moved here, I only smoked like maybe a joint a day. But like before her, I would smoke 4 or 5 blunts a day. And then she's like, oh, I miss your smell, how you smell. And I'm like, well, like weed and perfume. She's like, yeah. But I was like, I don't know. I can't go back to smoking weed because it gives me so much anxiety now.
That's kind of what happens when you stop for a bit.
Yeah,
that's what happened to me.
I stopped. So I got this baby pen. It's like so small. I wish I could show you guys. I don't know where it's at. But it's like a small baby pen. It's tiny. Like literally this small. And it's 2 grams. And I take 5 hits and it knocks me out. But it knocks me out to like 3 p.m. That's the only thing I didn't like. Because before that pen, I'd be waking up at 8, 9, 10 early. And then she would wake up late. Okay, next one. I love you. But you got to put the clothes in the dryer right away or it's going to smell like wet towel. That's why I don't know if you hear me, but I'll be like, oh, the clothes is done. And I'll get up because I know you will get up.
Okay, the problem with that... say that. Hold on. I've always had washers that, like, at least when I had my own apartments, they've always had a timer on them. So, like, well, I never had them in my own apartment. I've always had them, like, downstairs. So I had to set a timer because it showed, like, 30 minutes or blah, blah, blah. And then I go get them right away. But here, it doesn't have a timer. And I can't hear it. And I don't know how long it takes.
It's in her apartment. It goes, brrr.
I don't hear it.
I do.
I don't. That's why they're not out.
That's why I'll be like, okay, babe, the clothes is ready. Let's go take it out. And then once I get up, or I'll be like, is the clothes ready? I think the clothes is ready. I get up. I know she's going to get up because that's her job. Her job is putting in the clothes, putting it in the dryer. And my job is to get the clothes and fold it.
Well, you fold your own clothes.
Yeah, I don't fold your clothes anymore. I stopped folding her clothes because every time she puts them in her drawers, they're just messy. And there's been times where she's at school and I go through her drawers and I literally take everything out and I refold everything. And then 2 weeks later, a week and a half later, it's ruined.
True. But I do still miss you folding my clothes.
Well, I promise you I'll start folding them again once you're back in school. Because when you're back in school, you don't destroy them as much as when you're in summer. In summer, because you're here home. But in school, you're just like, I got to find something quick. But even though she goes to school, she'll take your face. She takes like literally 3-4 outfits out. And I'm like, or she tries to stuff them like a kid and hide them in her closet where I can't see them. And I'll pull everything out. It got to the point where I pulled, I'm exposing you right now. It got to the point where I would pull stuff from her closet and she had a little drawer and I organized everything there from her makeup that she doesn't use, her brushes she doesn't use, things she hasn't used for makeup. I put them all in there and then I put her like all her sex toys in one because she has a lot. And
not sex toys.
Well, not sex toys, but like sex lingerie and like handcuffs and all that.
Those are my daily wear. And
then after that, I fix her clothes and then I sweep, mop, and then I'll have breakfast for her ready or dinner. I mean, not dinner, lunch for her ready. And then, yeah, pretty much. I love being a housewife.
Yeah, well, I'll be busy when I go to school. I have a lot of classes this semester.
Yeah, but I love being a housewife. That was like my dream goal. I was manifesting it. I was like, I may be a mask, I may be a tomboy, but
doesn't mean you can't be a housewife.
I said also too. I was like, I want someone who's in the industry, the film industry, and then voila.
Yeah.
Okay, another one was, I love you, but it's time for you to drive, and for me to be the pillow prince. I mean, not pillow princess.
Oh
no, it's because I I wrote that wrong.
Oh, she crossed.
I crossed it out. I mean, I love you, but it's time for you to drive and for me to be the passenger princess.
I can't drive.
Well, get a Tesla and put that shit on autopilot.
Tell my father. I tried to Uber places. I tried to Uber us to Applebee's.
I have a car, but sometimes like I don't like to drive my car because she's a little old. But I don't like to drive her because there's been twice we got stuck because I forgot to put gas. But I don't like to drive her because she's fast. My car's really fast as fuck. It has 2 exhaust pipes and everything. I have an Infinity. But I don't know. I have a lot of miles on her. So that's why I'm just like, sometimes it's Uber. Sometimes I don't want to drive. Sometimes I'm going to drink. Like, I don't want to have to drive her if I'm going to drink, you know?
I tell her we can Uber. I try to. But you don't want to.
Sometimes I don't, only because I'm just like, it's so close that I could even drove here myself. So if it's close enough, I'm just like, fuck it, I'll drive. But if it's far, I'm like, I don't want to drive. Because I normally drink, I'm going to be drunk, and then it's a long drive if I'm drunk from where I'm coming from, and then I got to drive back.
True.
Okay, another one. I love you, but your farts are explosive.
They're not explosive. They just sound loud. They just echo in the wind.
No, they're not explosive. Like the other day, I farted, and it cracked me up because like, we fart in our sleep. Like, it's normal. Everybody fucking farts. Who gives a fuck? If you think farts are disgusting, like, oh my gosh, she farted, like, you're fucking immature. But it's part of the human body. But she farted, and I can hear her every night because she mostly farts at nights. But me, I farted the other night, and it was like the tiniest fucking fart, or like the quietest fucking fart, and it woke me up. Not even because I heard it, but because I felt it coming out of me. But I was laughing so hard in my head. And I was like, and then I woke up and I was like, I was asleep. And then I was like, I farted.
It was so small.
It was like the tiniest fart you could ever, it was like, or no, not even like that. I was like, yeah. It was tiny.
I was like, oh, my baby.
I just thought it was funny.
It was cute.
Okay. I mean, like, with the whole fart situation, like, I get if you're unconscious, obviously, and, like, you don't know you're asleep, like, it's normal. Or if you're in the toilet, it's normal. But sometimes, like, it will be, like, if she's laughing at something that I said, she'll laugh so hard that her fart comes out. And she's like, I farted. And she, like, her eyes get big, and she just, like, stays quiet. I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
I can't help it.
It's okay. It's normal. Everybody fucking farts. If you don't think you don't fart, you're fucking weird.
I can't help it. I'd rather tell you than you find out in a minute.
Yeah, there'll be times we'll just be chilling. I'm like, did you fart? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, or I'll be like, did you fart? And she was like, no. So, yeah.
If I say no, I really didn't.
Like,
but if I'm like, no, and I'm laughing, then yeah.
I think for both of us, it's more like, it's like for us to be like, oh, did you fart? Yeah. And I'd rather tell her, be like, I just farted. Instead of her being like, did you fart? I'd rather be like,
yeah, I'd rather
be like, I farted. Like, oh, I didn't hear you. Or I farted. Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah. I'd rather say it than you find out.
Yeah.
I feel like it's also like, it's not really awkward because we already heard each other. Like, not even meaning to. It just
I love
happens.
her farts. I'm sorry. It may be weird or anything, but I love her farts. I think it's the cutest thing ever. Because hers, it's like they're trapped and they're trying to get out. And it's just like, it's like, because she got big old cheeks. So it's like, they're trying to get out. So it's just clapping and they spread. Okay. Anyways. All right. Reddit stories, guys.
They're small. They're small.
They're not small. No, they're not. She'd be ripping them up.
Okay.
All right. Let's go. Reddit stories. Your turn.
Okay. This one is, on the 15th of April, I found a yellow Post-it note in handwriting that wasn't...
Sorry to cut you off. Some of her Reddit stories at the beginning are hers, and then the Reddit stories at the end are mine. But she's the Reddit person, so she reads them out.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. Can I have more, though?
Yeah.
On the 15th of April, I found a yellow Post-it note in a handwriting that wasn't mine on my desk, reminding me of some of my errands I had to do, but told nobody about. While odd, I chalked it up to something I did in my sleep, thinking maybe in my half-awake state I crawled to it, but it didn't appear to be in my handwriting. I threw it out and didn't think much of it. On the 15th, I found another Post-it note on the back of my desk chair in the same handwriting as the previous note, telling me to make sure I saved my documents. I was freaked out, but there were no other signs of a break-in, so I set up a webcam in my house, aimed at my desk, and used the security cam app for it. On the 28th, I woke up to find another Post-it note saying, "Our landlord isn't letting me talk to you, but it's important we do." I immediately checked the webcam's folder on my computer and found nothing from the night before, but my computer's recycling bin had been empty, which I am certain I did not do recently, indicating someone had noticed my webcam and deleted the files. Today, on the 1st of May, I found another Post-it note, this time on the outside of my door, with nothing written on it, but there also appeared to be Post-its on other doors in my apartment complex, all blank and different colors. Do I have any legal resource here? I have no proof except for the Post-its, but they are written by a pen that are all the same and on Post-it notes. Would would contacting the police get me in any trouble?
Girl.
Should I consult my landlord? But what do you think this person's dealing with? And then I'll tell you what happened.
It was A. Pretty Little Liars. It was A.
Yes, it was.
That's what I first thought. What's your thought?
Well, let me read you a comment. Someone put, it's likely that you're writing the notes yourself, but you're forgetting. Do you use Post-it notes as reminders in any other parts of your life or job? And someone said, this seems like a mental health issue. You might be experiencing some sort of dissociative disorder.
I mean, she could leave Post-it notes for herself to, like, remind her of stuff like that she needs to be reminded of. I don't know, or maybe she forgot.
Yeah.
Like, short-term memory loss.
Yeah, well, do you want to hear the answer?
Yeah.
So they put an update saying, like, an update.
I love when you have the updates. I'm like, fuck the updates.
I had CO poisoning, and I thought my landlord was stalking me. CO or whatever. You know those, what are they? Aren't they like carbon dioxide detectors? That are in the apartments and
CO2?
houses? CO2? I think like the letter got cut off.
Carbon oxide or some shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
I could be saying it wrong, guys. Don't fucking judge me.
Yeah, so they were, their detector did not go off, and they had a large amount of that in their apartment, and it was making them lose.
Oh, that's definitely for sure.
It was making them lose it. So throughout that whole story, they thought their landlord was stalking them. It turns out it was just their levels were high in that apartment. They were losing it. They were the one writing all the notes. And didn't even remember. They were the one that cleared their own laptop. Yeah, and they're the one that put all the Post-its on other people's.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like, their levels were high in the apartment.
Girl, when's your next invite? I'm in.
No, for real. Okay. And now this is yours. You put, am I the asshole?
I thought you had questions.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Am I the asshole for not giving my son to a cult? Okay. I know this title is strange, but hear me out. I, 34 male, have been taking care of and raising my son for a while now, and although I know he's not biologically mine, I have genuinely grown to love the child. The problem is he was supposed to be going to some family to be raised, but I'm pretty sure they are a cult. I'm conflicted because I didn't really want a kid, but I have him, and have grown very fond of him during our travels. We actually met up with his part of the family who we will call Luke. But he really didn't seem to vibe with him and came back to me pretty shortly afterwards. I'm so conflicted because I know my line of work can be pretty dangerous, but I genuinely enjoy taking the child on adventures with me while I work. Quite a few of my friends and family think I'm an asshole for not taking him to his people, so I thought I'd ask Reddit, am I an asshole? Also, what kind of work are you doing to where you say it's pretty dangerous? Are they John Wick or what?
What's your opinion?
Well, if you think it's a cult. I mean, it said they met up with the part of the family and didn't really vibe with the person. I feel like you kind of just go with your instinct there. Because this person didn't even want kids, but then they kind of grew to like the kid. I feel like it'd be different if they said the Reddit story, like, I didn't really want kids. Like, I grew to love him. His family was nice, but I don't want to give them to him. I feel like that'd be different. But this person had, like, eerie feelings and, like, a weird vibe when it came to that family.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you're not the asshole. You might be feeling something. I mean, over time, you could change your opinion. And be like, oh, wait, I was wrong. They are pretty cool. But I don't know. What do you think about it?
For me, I think I have no comment on this one.
You don't have anything?
No.
Oh, okay. You wrote it. That's why I thought you had one.
I blanked out. The tequila's hitting, so I don't have no comment.
Oh my god. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
I shot my dog after it bit my niece.
Oh, I was curious about this one when I typed it.
My dog was about 2 years old. He was a rescue dog, and we absolutely loved him. Never hit or used aggression with him ever. He was loyal and protected his home. We noticed he became more and more aggressive the older he got. We put him through training and constantly socialized him. However, he was always on edge if we had company. He seemed okay with adults, but he was overly protective around children. We always kept him locked up and slowly introduced him to people when they came over. He seemed okay for about a year with no issues. Nonetheless, we still exercised caution. My niece came to visit and we went through the same routine. He seemed fine and we kept an eye on him the entire time. Well, that rhymed. No issues. He even seemed to follow her and lick her. They truly seemed to bond as we relaxed and let our guard down. He randomly nipped her in the waist. If he had bit any harder, it would have been possibly broken skin and she'd been bleeding. I took him for a ride down to the river and put him down with one bullet in the back of his head. I didn't cry, neither did my wife or kids. I know we could have rehomed the dog, but in our state, the original owner of the dog is still legally responsible if it attacks again. I did a lot of research on this, and he was likely going to be put down as a kill shelter if I told him he bit someone. I'm not proud. I feel like I failed as a dog owner, but I feel he had some kind of mental condition that we simply couldn't train out of him. As such, I put him down myself.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but you could train a dog. It depends how you raise it too. That's your problem. The fact that how you raise a dog, that's what it becomes into. So it's like it's your fault as an owner too. Cause I raised my dog. I took her off a leash. I made her walk at fucking 6 months. Made her walk on her own, even if I knew she was gonna get ran over. I still walked her because I needed to have that confidence and trust in her. It's like it's just based on how you raise your dog too. It's like the owner's fault. You can't say that. But still, that's fucked up. You shouldn't have shot the dog. Like maybe somebody else could have raised it better. Maybe somebody else could have trained it better. Like maybe
he felt threatened in that moment. That's why he did it.
Yeah, too, or jealous. Who knows? Like, you don't know how dogs feel, too, but it's like, you just because it bit your kid, yeah, I get it, bit your kid, your kid's gonna heal from it, but it's like...
But there wasn't even any blood, or they even took any skin off. They said, we relaxed, he randomly nipped her in the waist. If he had bit any harder, it would have been possibly broken skin, and she would have been bleeding.
Yeah, but doesn't mean for you to shoot the dog. If you can't control that dog that you own, give it to somebody else that can control it and train it.
Yeah. And it seems like the dog has never done anything else. It might have just been playfully, like, biting. You know how, like, you play with Finn and you, like, you go into his mouth, like, he'll act like he's biting, but then he would just be like...
He just tries to grab onto your arm, but he lets it go.
He won't bite you. So I feel like this dog was...
I think the parents are the assholes because it's like you shouldn't have shot the dog. If you couldn't control it, just give it away. Give it to somebody else. Don't put it down. Other people can train it. Like I've had a dog. We had an Italian Can Corso, and it got to the point where like my dad was feeding it meat. But sorry guys, we live on a main street. It's really busy. But no, my dad had an Italian Can Corso. He would feed it meat, but that was his fault for feeding it meat because it would want blood all the time.
Yeah.
So when it smelled people, it was like, oh, blood. So it bit one of the workers that we had from our business on the elbow, and then it bit one of our customers on the ankle, and it was just bad. So we didn't fucking put him to bed. We just sent him off to Alaska, and we sent him off to somewhere where he could be wild and like help out and like catch fish or whatever the fuck that thing is. But you don't put an animal to sleep just because it's like putting a fucking human being to sleep because they have depression or anxiety or PTSD or Tourette's. Like, you don't fucking do that shit.
Yeah. So apparently I went back to the Reddit story you posted, and everyone's saying not the asshole.
He's not.
Oh, sorry. You're the asshole.
Yeah, he is.
Someone said, like, you're the asshole. The dog nipped her. This is something that can be corrected. He didn't go into kill mode or savagely bite her. The morally correct thing would have been to either try to correct the behavior or find a suitable family for it. I think that's crazy. Yeah. Unless they've said other stories about, like...
That's what I said. Get a family that's suitable for it.
Yeah, that's horrible. Maybe that dog was just playing. Maybe he wasn't trying to be all mean.
Yeah.
Because he was fine before that. But, yeah, you're the asshole. That was so rude of you, and I'm sad about that dog. Would I be the asshole if I stopped trying to see my wife naked or have sex? This is your story.
Fuck.
Throw away, obviously. My wife and I have been together for over a decade and have 2 small children. I honestly think she's the most beautiful woman ever, and I love her to death. That being said, it's been almost 5 years since I've actually seen her naked, not from lack of trying. She says her body is a mess and every part has something wrong with it. She's always thought I would or do hate her body despite me telling her how beautiful it is and that I love every inch for almost 11 years. Recently, her excuses that I would be disappointed or horrified to her naked and the fact that all sex is a complete darkness and has started to feel like an excuse, not an actual reason. I'm I'm to the point where wanting to see my wife's body feels wrong and makes sex feel wrong as a byproduct. Would I be the asshole to basically give up since being patient and trying to talk to her about the situation does no good?
What do you think?
I don't think you should give up on the relationship though. Because the person said, am I being the asshole to basically give up since being patient and trying to talk to her about the situation does no good? I don't think you need to give up though. I mean, you do have 2 small kids. You've loved her for 11 years. And you love her for her, so.
I just think like when people have complications when it comes to like intimacy, it's like I don't think you should give up on it. I think you should try. I know as you get older, it gets harder to have intimacy and stuff, but it's like it's because you guys are comfortable. You guys don't try to rekindle that flame or try to flirt or try to do maybe it might not be in your guys' thing, but try to role play. That's pretty fun. Or like try to make them wait or like tease them or something, but it's like don't give up on your wife. You have kids, you have family. Like sex should always work somehow. Like it's 2 people, it's just not 1 2. It could be his side too, that he's not putting in the work or he's not trying to seduce her or he's not trying to like be flirty with her. So
yeah.
I feel like that's on him too.
Yeah. He might not be trying entirely, or I mean, it goes both ways.
Well, go lesbian. They'll hit every spot, even the spots you think you didn't have. No, I'm just kidding. I water them.
That's true, though. But yeah, I don't think you should give up. I think you just need to talk to her for a while. I saw that.
All right, next.
Okay. How long should I let a homeless friend crash?
Oh wait. Show them your tattoos that I've did on you.
The new ones you
The only
did.
tattoo she had. Show them the only tattoo you had.
Tamagotchi. The only one I had?
At first, when I met you.
I had this one. Can you see?
You can't see it. No.
Wait.
Go like this. Which was that heart right there.
That one.
And look at how many. After that, I bought a tattoo kit, and look how many tattoos she has now. All those tattoos she has on her now.
And then I got.
I'm
like going the opposite way.
Yeah. I'm gonna go that way.
This one, and then the.
No, come this way.
Little.
I did that one. It's a heart. XO. I did Hello Kitty.
Like moving
flower.
really weird.
I wrote my name on her.
Yeah.
But
I don't have any over here.
So if you guys want a tattoo, hit me up.
Oh, and then that one.
$20. $20. I got straight lines too. I did which one? I did this one.
All the good ones.
These 2 were the beginning ones. This one I hand freestyled it. And then I did this one, hand freestyled it. And then I hand freestyled this one. And then I have some on my knees. I don't know if you guys can see. Hold on. I did these.
Oh, your little character.
And then I did these as well. I put her date. She has one too. Mine says don't look back. It's a mirror. And then, oh shit, that. And then I also got some, I got some on my knees right there. It's like, sorry, I can't keep my violence. But it's like a camping trip. And then I also got 2 more up here, which is like a tarot card. And then a lava lamp as well here.
I love all of them.
But yeah, let me know.
And she got a keychain for one of them before I continue real quick.
Let me know.
That matches her little Miffy tattoo. The little character you got.
Yep, you're right.
Okay, next one. How long should I let a homeless friend crash? So a friend of mine was about to lose their house. I said they can come with me for a while they got back on their feet. They were really grateful and took me up on the offer. They spent the first month sleeping and watching TV and like recovering from the trauma of losing their house. I suggested they should make a point to get a job. They almost lost their car because, of course, they weren't making car payments. Fortunately, they were able to sell some stuff and buy a 30 days of grace on their auto loan. I was almost able to line up a part-time job with a friend of mine. When they heard that, they explained all their scheduled requirements for any jobs they would accept. Along the way, I have mentioned a couple of times that 6 months was kind of my expected time frame. I tried to convey this in a way that didn't seem pushy or mean, so I began charting on a marker board how many days it's been, and for my own sanity, how many days will be left at the end of 6 months. This, I am told, is being cruel and passive aggressive. Please spare me the no good deed. I would still love to hear some thoughts. Am I being reasonable? Is this a situation where you broke it, you bought it? How long should it take a full grown adult in their 40s to get their life together? So basically, the question is, how long should I let a homeless friend crash?
What do you think?
Well, on here they said they would allow their friend to stay a while they got back on their feet. You offered. You didn't say a time. I don't think it really says in here if this person's trying to get a job. I mean, maybe they are, but also, depending on where you live, now we know it's hard to find a job.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the fact that they like made a little like basically seems like they put on a whiteboard, like they wrote down like, okay, 6 months. How many days until 6 months is when like the max I want you here? And they wrote it down for you and the other person to see.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of messed up. And
for me, I think that if you were the one to be like, oh, like you can stay with me, like you can chill out with me, like I got your back. I think you need to realize too that the fact that when you say that, the person may not be able to get up on their feet within 3 to 5 months. So it could take up to half a year. So I just think it's fucked up, the fact that like they're counting and stuff, and it's like you shouldn't have to count. Like if you were the one who volunteered and said, hey, you can stay with me, don't question it. Maybe if it's been over a year, okay, question it and be like, hey, like, do you need help finding a job? Not be like, okay, you need to get a job. Like, no, just be like, do you need help? Like I can help you. Like, we can find some stuff. I can help you with your resume.
I can ask somebody, like, do they have anything
exactly.
open?
Like, for me, if I had a friend and they were homeless and they need time, as long as you're good energy, like, you're still positive, you have good energy, you're trying, I see you trying, and, like, or you need help, like, because it's hard. It's a hard, dark world, and, like, sometimes it's, like, a lot of people have depression, a lot of people have anxiety, and it's, like, you just gotta help one another. Like, you come from me, I'm from you, we're all stardust, and it's, like, we just gotta help each other out. Like, even if you think this person's crazy or I think they're crazy, it's, like, no, they're still human. Like, I just think that's fucking crazy. But I think they're in the wrong because you volunteered. You're in the wrong. If you volunteered, stick to your fucking word. Don't be like, oh, well, I'm tired. Well, maybe you should not have volunteered and fucking be like, yeah, like, what the fuck? Like,
that means they probably volunteered because they felt bad.
They felt bad at that moment.
But then they didn't really, like, care.
They didn't think of it long term.
Stay here as long as you need. Like, who knows? Maybe that person will get a job, get, like, a better job. Maybe they'll pay you back. Or, like, be like, oh, my God, thank you so much. Like, let's go out to dinner, this place, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think I'd ever give someone a timeline.
Me neither.
I mean, like...
Unless I see that they're not trying after a year and a half.
Like, they're not trying whatsoever.
To find a job or, like, just try to, like, help themselves. I'm like, all right, bro, like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to kick them out, but I'm like, you're going to have to go somewhere else because it's, like, I'm paying for your food. I'm paying for your...
It's just a lot of me.
Necessities. Personally. It's like having a kid. It's like, I didn't ask for a kid, but it's like, you need to get your shit together. Like, after... For me, my limit for a person would be, like, after 2 months, if you don't find anything, that's when I'll be like, hey, yo, like, you need to, like, find something. After a month, I know it's still hard. 2 months, maybe. 3 is my max. I'll be like, 3, like, you got to find something. At least have some interviews set up. Like, maybe you're not finding a job.
Like, I see that you're trying, like, a couple interviews didn't go. Yeah, because that happens.
Yeah,
that
happens.
To apply to so many places and none of them, like you've told me.
A lot of places are not hiring, which is crazy.
Or they'll say they were, but they won't do anything about it.
So I get you. All right, next one.
Okay. Oh, shit. That was already one I read. Okay. Am I the asshole for staying with my husband even if I am a lesbian?
What the fuck? That's crazy.
That sentence alone is wild because they said they're lesbian and they're staying with their husbands. So I was really gonna. So let's see. I, 38 female, am married to a 43-year-old male for 19 years, and we have 2 kids that are 16 and 10, and our marriage are not going well. We weren't in love. I really wanted to share a room with him, but I did love the way he raised our kids, appreciated him as a human, and I just as a partner. I went to therapy and realized I was a lesbian. I was denying myself for many years. I told him this because we were married and deserved to know, and he understood and supported my journey. We decided to stay married for our kids and not share a bed and have it be open. It had been like that for the past 6 years. I have not told anyone else, this specifically not my kids, because I was deathly afraid that my kids would hate me and not want to deal with that. Anyways, a couple hours ago, my oldest daughter came out as a lesbian. We were obviously accepting of her, and then my husband made a comment about how my husband made a comment basically like mother, like daughter. I was petrified when he said that, and my daughter asked him what he meant, and he looked over at me and saw me almost completely paralyzed with fear and said, "Never mind." But my daughter would not drop it, so I blurted out that I was gay as well. She was furious I didn't tell her, but I explained that I hadn't told anybody except her father. She went on and on about how it would have been easier if she knew about that, and I explained to her that I just wasn't ready. This made her even more angry, and she stormed off. I was upset, and my husband kind of agreed with her that I should have told my daughter about my identity. I want to know Reddit. Am I the asshole?
What do you think?
I was about to ask what you think this time.
No,
first.
what do you think?
This is like a tricky, not really tricky, but there's so many little details in here. So basically it's asking, are you the asshole? First, why are you with your husband? Yeah. If you decided you're a lesbian, like even though you have kids, you still can't just stay in that relationship. It's not gonna be good for you, for him, or if your kids find out later on. It's gonna be a whole big drama. Yeah. So that part, I think, no, you shouldn't have stayed with him. Even after years of knowing, they even slept in different rooms, separate beds. Like, there wasn't really any connection there. They were basically just staying for their kids. And until one of their daughters came out, and then they said that she was furious that the mom didn't tell her. And she felt like that would have been more simple if the mom had told her. I feel like at that point, it's kind of messing with your kids a bit. Like, they think the kid probably thinks they're both straight. That's the usual, I guess, somewhat apparently normal couple. And was just trying to come out to their parents, not knowing their mom was lesbian. So they thought it was going to be a lot harder and, like, they weren't going to be accepted. But then the dad kind of made this weird comment, like mother, like daughter, which was not the right time to bring that up.
I think the fault is the mom's, because it's like, I get it. If you're lost, like sometimes it's hard to come out and it's not easy. Mm-hmm. I understand that, but you also need to be true with yourself, because at the end of the day, the only person you're fucking over is yourself. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like she should have been more true with herself, true with her husband as well, for his clarity, and not giving him like, oh, I'm still gonna have this lifetime with my wife, and like putting the effort. Like, girl, like, do visitations. It might hurt to do visitations. It might hurt the kids, but it's like, you shouldn't live that life that you don't want to live. I don't know. I feel like it's her fault. Yeah, I can see that. I feel like that made the whole situation worse. Like, the moment she said that she started doing therapy and she realized she was a lesbian, I think that should have just been it with the relationship, and not just been like, oh, we're just gonna get separate rooms and like pretend that like everything's okay. Well, that was her idea. Get separate rooms and be like, pretend it never happened. That was like, her idea, without him even knowing. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, there's good men out there in the world, and there's sucky men. But it's like, this sounds like a good man that's giving you the life that you need, giving you the kids that you need. But if you're not interested or in the fond of it, like, don't put this man through it, because that's how you build people not to trust. That's how you build men not to trust women, and build them to not feel like they're being completely trusted. So I mean, I'm gay, but I can also empathize with straight men and how they feel not because like, oh, like I'm saying like I'm straight. Fuck no, I'm not straight. I'm fucking gay as fuck. But what I'm saying is like empathizing with the human emotions is what I'm saying. Like everyone's human. Like everyone how they feel and where they're coming from and stuff like that. If you have a soul, if you have empathy, you know where they're coming from. So it's not, I can agree with the husband. With the wife, I don't think so much. Like that's your fault, bitch. Like that's your fault. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he takes custody of all the kids.
Yeah, I do.
Like be true with yourself. Like don't wait for somebody to tell you your truth. Like be true with yourself.
You're kind of wasting your own time and everyone else's
your own time, your own energy, like everything. Yeah, that's how I see it.
Yeah, I agree with that. That also just makes it so sad for the kids too. Like, do your own thing. You're a lesbian. Don't be with your husband then.
Yeah.
Your kids are still gonna love you.
Yeah.
You're still gonna be in their life. Like, they'll probably be happier that you made that decision instead of being in an unhappy
and explain it to them later. That when they're older,
when they're older,
they'll be like, "Oh, I was gay." But like, if you explain it to them now, they're just like, "What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, they'll understand later. But yeah, I think that's like the first one of the few "you're the assholes" that we've gotten where we think the main person's the asshole. Anyways, this is the last Reddit story you wrote. Okay. It says, am I the asshole for telling my husband if he forces his daughter to go to school with poor hygiene?
I wanted to hear this one too. I didn't read them. Some of these, I don't even read them. I just read the title and I'm like, oh, this sounds good.
Yeah. So, advice needed. I'm a 41 female. I have a daughter that's 10 female from a previous relationship. And my husband, 35 male, has a daughter, 13 female, from a previous relationship. My stepdaughter has been a near perfect child for a long time. She hasn't ever needed to be punished since I've been with her father, just until recently. She had a problem with another girl, 13 female, at school. The other girls made fun of my stepdaughter's lesbian mom, and my stepdaughter made fun of the other girl's poor mom. The parents of the other girls grounded her for 3 weeks. My husband wanted his daughter's punishment to match the crime. Since his daughter made fun of other girls' financial situation, my husband wants his daughter to feel like how it is to be extremely poor. The other family isn't extremely poor, by the way. His plan for his daughter is to go to school with poor hygiene for 3 days. No shower, no deodorant, no brushing of teeth, and reused clothes. I told him if he goes through with this plan, I will divorce him. Am I the asshole? No, you're not the asshole.
What do you think?
I don't think they're the asshole. That's, like, not the kind of punishment to do. Like, to make them go to school for 3 days with no shower, no deodorant, without brushing their teeth. They're 13. That's not old, but, like...
I feel like that's fucked up because that's when it builds a child's confidence from the ages of, like, 10 to, like, 16. That's what builds their confidence because they're going through that teenage stage. And, like, for you to break it down for them, like, that's fucking sucks because you're not letting them build their own character and, like, see how they want to be as a person or shape themselves as a person. It's like, you fucking go without a fucking shower, motherfucker. Like, you wouldn't like that shit.
No shower, no deodorant, no brushing your teeth, and reuse the same clothes. See
yeah, exactly. You wouldn't like that shit, so why would you put your child through that? Like, some people are just not meant to be fucking parents. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, like, it says that the other... kids that were making fun of this one girl, the other kids were talking about their mom being a lesbian mom.
Yeah.
Which is not apparently in here. And so then the girl kind of went back and was just making fun of their mom, going back and being like, oh, she's poor. They just found another way to, like, they were coming at her. She just found another way to go at them. I mean, they're 13. They're just going to go back and forth. I mean, that is wrong. The girl shouldn't have did that. And the other parents grounded that girl for 3 weeks. Okay, then if you want to match that, like you said, ground her for 3 weeks. Don't take away simple things like brushing your teeth, taking a shower.
Yeah, the necessities, yeah.
Just do the phone thing like people do without the TV. Do everything.
Take away her phone, take away her TV, or like ground her for 2 weeks.
Because then I feel like this girl is going to end up kind of resenting her dad and kind of go, it's going to be worse.
She's going to be a rebel.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's simple stuff, like brushing your teeth. Okay, every human has to do that. Take a shower, deodorant. They're 13. You kind of might start needing deodorant at that point.
No.
Like, yeah, I think that person's a total asshole. But do you think that wife, she said, I told him if he goes through with the plan, I will divorce him.
Yeah,
Am I the asshole? Do you think it's valid to divorce?
Yeah, I would divorce. Because it's like the fact that you cheat your own biological daughter like that. What makes me think that you're not going to treat my future children like that? Like the ones that I have with you, what makes you think that I'm not going to go through that? Or what makes you think that you're not going to treat me like that?
Yeah, that's like a very weird punishment to have. Like usually people just do TV, no phone, like
no video games.
Not the like basic necessities to live, like a shower, blah blah blah. Yeah. That was wild. For a little comment like that, they didn't even like get in a fight. They didn't do nothing like that. Yeah. They were just talking. Yeah. That person was basically trying to defend their mom, so they just went against the other mom because someone said something about their mom. So of course they got defensive. They're 13.
Some parents shouldn't just fucking be parents, man. It's crazy. Like the people that are not able to have kids and shit, like they probably make the best parents, and the people that could have parents,
they're the worst.
Some of them, yeah, not all of them. Yeah, but some of them make shitty ass fucking parents, and it's just like,
what would you have done in that situation? Like if your kid came home and the principal was like, "Oh yeah, they were talking about some other mom because some other kid said that you were a lesbian." Which apparently you are in this story.
I would have been like, we accept every gender identity here. We don't discriminate. And whoever discriminates will have consequences. And I'm going to make sure that every child in this school feels safe, regardless of what other kids' opinions are. I'm going to make sure every kid is safe. And if not, the kid that's making those assumptions or remarks will have a disciplinary action, whether it be 3 weeks in detention, whether it be suspended for 2 weeks, or yeah, I don't give a fuck. You don't play with kids' emotions. That the kids in middle school, especially, that's where they're building character. Mm-hmm. So no, I don't fuck with that shit. I don't fuck with that. Yeah,
that's true. That was a wild one. I did not expect.
Right. I picked some good Reddit stories.
You did. I had her pick this.
I picked some Reddit stories because sometimes she has trouble, but it's fine.
I did today.
Because it's hard. No, it's hard. It's hard picking Reddit stories for you guys sometimes because it's like, it's not even like, you can't type a whole sentence and then it'll come up with the story. You got to pick like certain key words for it to pop up. Gosh, shit, I got to do my nails. They look crappy as fuck. Sorry if you're hearing the Spotify. Watch the YouTube video because you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, I only have like a painted nail on my pinky and my ring.
You have pen all over your fingers too.
Pen?
Yeah. Turn that hand.
This one?
Yeah, look.
Oh. Yeah, because I was drawing on my legs. I was going over my tattoos with a pen mark. I was bored.
Did you do that on Niffy?
Miffy? Yeah, on all three.
I can see it.
Yeah. No, but yeah, what was I saying?
We were talking about the kid.
Yeah, so I just think that it's just crazy. Like,
would you ground your kid though?
Me?
If they did that, if someone else made a comment towards your kid and they just went back immediately and was like, "Oh my god, well your mom's poor,"
I wouldn't ground my kid. Wait. Say that again.
So there was 2 girls.
Yeah.
One girl told this girl, "Your mom's lesbian."
Yeah.
This girl told this girl, "Well, your mom's poor."
Yeah.
And then that's what they got in trouble for. And this parents said, "Oh, I'm gonna ground this kid for 3 weeks." This parent, this was the dad, said, "No toothbrush, no showers, same clothes for 3 weeks." Kind of like this kid to make them feel poor. Like this kid, like you said they were.
Oh.
Did this kind of help? Would you ground your kid if you were this one? Or would you just talk to them?
That's pretty brutal, taking out their hygiene
I feel like that's a very different step.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it makes sense. I get it why the parents said, like, "Oh, well, you told them they're poor. Wait, I'm going to make you feel poor."
Yeah, I can get that.
I can get that, like, but it's like, no, that's not the way.
Don't really do it though.
Yeah, like give them
have them volunteer
here in the community center, send their ass every week and be like, "Oh, we're poor. Oh, they're poor.
See how
well, your ass is gonna be. See how it is in real life."
That I feel like that would make them learn.
And the day that you learn, we'll stop sending you to these programs, and you're grateful as fuck for what you have.
That can make a kid learn. I mean.
I would never send my kid though. I would never send my kid to a program like that because I was sent to programs like that by my parents.
You just have to teach them your own way.
And it was honestly, it sucked. I met cool people, but it sucked. It was like if my parents didn't want me at home, but I would never send my kid out to that extent. If my kid ever overreacted or like I wouldn't say overreacted because that's their emotion. So I wouldn't say overreacted. But if my kid was acting crazy and like just didn't want to pay attention to what I had to say as a parent, then I would probably just ground him like a normal parent. Be like, you can't go outside. You can't ground yourself. You can't use your crystals.
That would probably be the punishment for our kids, the way we're gonna raise them at this rate.
They can't. You can't use your crystals.
Because they're not really gonna use iPads. We don't want them to use iPads on the phones.
Nope.
We can't really be like, no Switch, no blah blah blah, because that's not gonna be the normal.
Yeah, our normal is gonna be you're gonna wake up. You're gonna have a glass.
No playing on the playground.
No, you're gonna wake up, have a glass of tea with mom and mommy, and then after that you're gonna have stretch day, which is stretching your muscles in the morning, and then have yoga with us, and then after that, because I want my skids. I want my skids.
I love my skids.
I want my kids to be homeschooled. I told Destiny that I want my kids to be homeschooled. Yeah. So we'll see where it goes from there. Because I told her too, because I'm gonna have the kids between us, me and her. I'm gonna have the kids. Like I don't mind having them.
Gladly.
So I told her too, I want a natural birth at home, because when you go to the hospital and they cut your placenta off, they're supposed to leave the placenta off for at least 3-4 minutes after the child was born, so the baby can get all the vitamins that it needs. And then they also get the placenta, and they ended up selling it for more than $50,000.
I didn't know they sold it until you told me about
because
that.
it has a lot of vitamins and nutrients that the body needs. So they'll sell it and they'll do whatever the fuck they want with it. So it's $50,000. So it's like, just have it at home. Like, I'd rather have it at home, honestly. The natural way, and save it. You can even eat it too, but that's just up to the person. But I wouldn't eat it. But that's just up to me.
Is that good to eat?
Yeah, it's very nutritious.
You don't have to like cook it or do anything.
Cooking it. I'm not. Because
I remember I saw that in American Horror Story.
No, I think you do have to cook it, but yeah, it's like meat. But yeah, so I don't know.
I'm excited to see what the kids are gonna look like, even though it's in the future. Imagine they watch these and we don't know what they look like.
I hope our kids get my colored eyes, my green eyes.
Yes,
and I hope they get
brown.
My eyes and my nose.
Yeah, she doesn't like my nose red.
No, I do love her nose. I love her nose because I'd be just like a clown nose. I like squishing it. But no, I hope our kids get my eyes, my nose, and I hope they get her curly hair. Because I love her hair. I hope they get her curly hair.
Curly anymore.
Her curly hair and her eyebrows. Because I have thicker eyebrows and she has very thin eyebrows, so it's easier to pluck. But I mean, whatever we get, we're happy with.
Oh yeah, but we really want your eyes. We can only hope so much, but then when it happens, we're like, oh my god, never
No,
mind.
we really, 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 really want a girl. But if we get a boy, we don't care. We have a baby. That's all that matters. So I'm gonna put my ass on the Japanese calendar, because I've noticed that a lot of people have been saying that. There's a TikTok like, if you go back to the time that you conceived your baby or try to have your baby on that month, it will show you 9 months later what you were supposed to have. And then lately, my tias have done it, and it's pretty accurate as fuck.
Is it actually true? Do you know anybody else that like had kids?
Yeah, my tias and my mom. My tias and my mom, and it came out, and when they conceived, they literally conceived. Is that when they had that? I'm sorry, I'm a little dumb, guys. So don't.
I am too.
Don't mind me.
Is it? What's another word for it?
Tell me why right now I can hear your Thea be like, no, it's labor. I can hear her yelling.
Oh yeah, hi Thea, if you're watching. I searched conceived and I spelled it so wrong. Vancouver came up.
Oh my god. No, but yeah, I want to get to that point.
Okay,
where
conceived means become pregnant with the child. Okay, she's conceived when her father was 49.
So yeah,
that's the example.
So once I conceive her, I want to be able to. She has all the nutrients. I want to. I don't want to, guys, but I'm gonna have to.
She doesn't have to.
No, not having the baby. But the thing is, I don't want to, but I have to, but I don't want to. But I'm gonna have to is breastfeeding. Because I could be partying and be like, skirt, and then later on, fucking titty is falling, dripping all the way to my emblogigo. my stomach, my belly hole, and then down to my vagina.
But she's gonna have. I'm gonna have so much money. She literally has to be home. I just have to go home. So the hard part is I gotta take care of you. That's my version of life.
I love being a housewife.
Okay.
I really do. All I gotta do is cook, clean, make sure she got everything she needs, and I'm happy as fuck. And lately, it's been like that. It's gonna be it's not a year yet. Next year it'll be a year.
We're so close.
In February it'll be a year since I've been a housewife. But I fucking love it because I cook good for her. I do cook good for you.
No, you do.
I cook good for you. I clean well too. I do everything good.
No, because after she cleans in here, it just feels so nice and clean. Like you're sitting down, you're like, whoa, this feels nice. It's like the same space we're in. We can be sitting here, but then once we clean and you mop and then we clean the simple stuff.
Yeah, but I cleanse the place too. I cleanse us.
Oh,
I cleanse the place because after that we're just like, damn, this feels nice. But we did clean the apartment earlier. I made her clean it with me on Thursday, because I was like, we're gonna clean, we're gonna deep clean.
Oh yeah,
I was like, because I know once it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're just gonna want to chill, not clean. I was like, let's do it Thursday so we don't have to do it on the weekend. And then it's been pretty clean. It's just the minor things like her clothes on the floor, shoes on the floor, but that's it.
Hey, I pick up your socks too. Occasionally I pick up your socks.
Oh, occasionally. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
I am. Okay, I was always clean in my other apartments. That's because my roommates were extra dirty. Like,
you had some dirty ass fucking roommates back then.
No, you didn't. You thought, what is her name?
Thought I
Gracie
knew.
Lou? You thought Gracie Lou was dirty. Imagine her times
that bitch's
maybe
nose
50.
pissed me off.
Maybe 50 with my other roommates, because they always had cleaners in their apartments. So when they went to their first apartments, they didn't know how to use a microwave. They didn't know what a mop was or a broom. So imagine that.
That's what made you get us that actual mop. She had a Swiffer, and I was like, this shit's not clean the floor. I was like, I'm Mexican as fuck. Like, I need a fucking mop. I need a fucking...
It cleans better. Swiffer moves it around. Doesn't even pick up the dust.
That's why you go back
to the corners.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you go back to your natural heritage. You use the actual fucking mop and you clean like an actual fucking Mexican. I love cleaning with a mop and making it smell good. I can't do a Swiffer. That's too white.
I love the way it smells.
The Swiffer is too white for me.
The Swiffer feels like you're wiping a counter just to get the surface. Like you're not deep cleaning it. It's kind of just moving everything around. It doesn't really pick it up, and it's like hard to move because it gets stuck.
When I wake up, I'll be like, all right, she'll hear me, and she's like, and once she hears me go to the kitchen, she's like, fuck, it's time to clean.
I already know. And then if I hear...
She's like, you're up? And I'm like, yes, I'm going to clean the dishes. And when she hears me putting the dishes away, she's like, oh, that's my job. And she runs to the kitchen.
Yeah, there's like, I'll be in bed because we'll be awake for like a little bit. Like she'll be on her phone when she woke up. And then a little bit later, sometimes I'll wake up. I'll go on my phone for a second. But she would already been woken up for a bit. So she's fully awake. And I'm still trying to wake up with my phone and blah, blah, blah. And then she go to the bathroom. But then the second she heads to the living room, she goes to the kitchen. I can kind of hear. And then once I hear a dish moved where I can tell that it's from the mat on the counter, I'm like, oh my God. She either needs that to cook, which means I still need to put the stuff away, or she's about to wash dishes, which means I need to put these away right now. Because then she's going to tell me. So then I have to get up.
2 weeks later, I'll be like, you didn't put the dishes away 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because she washes dishes either. Do you have the pen?
No.
She washes dishes like either mainly in the middle of not the middle of the night, when we wake up, but then they'll be dry from the day before. But sometimes she washes them in the night where they're kind of wet in the morning. So I'm like, I don't know what to do.
The whole process you're telling them.
It's a lot that I'm doing. Okay? I do a lot, which I don't. I don't.
All right, we're gonna end the podcast here because we went over our minutes. We like to do an hour, but we went over. We're at an hour and 24. But all right, guys, we're gonna wrap it here because we keep yapping about random shit.
That's the fun part.
Yeah, I know. But this is the wrap. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you guys, and We'll see you guys on the next podcast, which will be audio. And we really appreciate you guys so much. Love you. Stay safe. Be careful. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.